Good evening, everybody. This is Dracaris, and welcome to another tutorial episode. So this one has come as a request on how to upload your newly designed skin via SCS Uploader. And well, there's two ways. So you can do through the SCS Uploader, or you can use your mod folder in your Euro Truck Simulator 2 documents folders. So I'm going to do the documents folder first, that option, and then we'll do the SCS Workshop Uploader. So basically, if you've done your skinning before, you've got your images together. So we'll go into just a mod that I've done before. We'll go to skins. Let's take, what's a nice example here? Neon. Let's roll with red Volvo. Yeah, okay, all right. So we're going to take a Volvo FH12 skin. We're just going to do a basic one, nothing fancy, and we're going to upload that to Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we'll show you how it looks. So firstly, let's open up Mod Studio 2. So I'm using Mod Studio 2020 version 2. New versions just come out now on the 29th, which was yesterday. I've downloaded it but not installed it yet or set it up. There's different ways around, different hacks where we can get around that. For any requests that you might have, if it's something that I've done, I can certainly do a tutorial on it. If it's not, then I can point you in the right direction from there. So we're going to start a new mod project. So with Mod Studio 2, you can do a new project, or you can load a previously saved project. We're going to do new, and what's nice about MS2 is that you can choose an American Truck Simulator mod or Euro Truck Simulator. So we'll select Euro Truck Simulator. Now, each of the mods done through this method requires your mod manifest, which is a standard with Euro Truck Simulator, and then you have your templates. So I'm just going to add a simple truck skin. Okay, so there's two. There's simple truck skin, if you look on the left, and there's advanced truck skin. As a side note, they also offer container skins, or containers. You can create your own cargo if you are so inclined, and you can do engine mods if you want to beef up your engine, your horsepower on your trucks. You can do trailer skins, you can do trailer mud flaps now, and you can do traffic trailer skins as well. Something that I need to do, also side note, is for the Albert Heijn pack on my workshop, my Steam workshop, adding the skins there to traffic trailers. So that will be coming hopefully soon. Yeah, all right, back to it. So just to show you the difference between a simple and advanced truck skin. So the simple truck skins normally require a single image file, nothing more, okay, with different options. So all of the base trucks on Euro Truck Simulator 2 are here. I have added, and you can do this as well, you can add your like the Scania RJL template is there, it's the only one I've added on so far on the simple truck skins. Then the advanced truck skins are your newer truck models, so your Euro 6, your MAN TGX Euro 6, your Renault T's, your Scania R Next Gen, Scania S Next Gen, the Mack Anthem I've added afterwards. So I really liked that truck when it came out. And then I still like the shape. And then there's the Volvo FH 2012. So you'll notice on these simple truck skins, the Volvo FH Classic is there, and I've moved the 2012 to the Advanced. So main differences: simple, you got the truck, you choose your truck, you choose your cabs on the right hand side. Okay, skins don't have to apply to all cabs. You can make a skin for a specific cab if you want. You can make one skin to apply to all cabs, but having one skin to apply to all three cabs, particularly on the DAF XF Euro 6, can be problematic if you've got a lot of writing and graphics and things like that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll take you guys through that. If I have, I'll show you on Euro Truck. Okay, so you've got your truck, you choose your truck, and you choose your cab. You've got basic information, so you've got an internal name which is for the game to recognize it and separate it from the other skins. Then the skin name is what you call it in game. So when you select the skin on your truck configurator, the skin name is displayed there. The price, so I normally make it 1 because I want access to my skins as quickly as possible. You can make it whatever. Some guys have done skin packs, so you've got access to the basic cab skin at level 1, and then the next cab up at level 10, and the next one up at 20, whatever the case maybe is. I keep them at 0 because I want access to them immediately. Alternate UV sets, I've not experimented with metallic paint jobs because I don't find the metallic paint jobs at this point in time to be of any serious value to my skins. I haven't experimented there yet, so I'm not going to go into too much, but if you like metallic skins, then you can do that with an alternate UV set. So alternate UV set is when you change your colors in the game, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but you got your, especially on your metallic sets, you can change, you can have different shades for different parts of the skin. Then your base color. Base color is very important because whatever you do to your template and your image file, your base color will be basically the dominant color. The game makes your whole truck that color. So whatever you do on your template and your image file will go over that. Okay, so if you've got a white truck as a white base color and you decide to add black writing, for example, the black writing will go on top of that. If you have white writing on your image, it'll blend in with your base color. Okay, and then you can lock the base color, or if you untick that, okay, you can then change your base color. Okay, which again depends on the skin that a person might make or download from the workshop. Then you've got your image file. Okay, so here's where you click browse and you select your image, either DDS file or PNG file. Icon, you have 2 ways of doing it. You can make your own icons, okay, or you can use the default from Mod Studio. For this exercise, I'll just use the default, but you can play around with your own as well. And we can go into greater detail onto the icon sizes if you want. So typically the icon size would be, let's go back to, well, let's use a mod that I've done, that or a skin that I've done with all the files, so we can get into it properly. I suppose if you're going to be uploading your own, that's going to be something you want to know. So we will use, which one are we going to use? Let's use my follow me mod. Why not? Okay, so in this instance there's a couple of different sizes, and I think it's going to be, is it 256 by 64 PNG? It is not, it's 276 by 62. Okay, so let's not use this one then. Let's not use that. My signature trailer neon. Okay, 256 by 6. 276 by 162. Okay, no, it's not even that. Why is it not that? Nope. What am I doing wrong? Okay, it is 256 by 64. Okay, all right. So 256 by 64 pixels is your icon file. So in your truck configurator, when you're choosing your paint job, all the images on the left associated with the paint jobs, that's what will come up here. Okay. Metallic options and mask options, again, I've not experimented with this at all, so I'm not going to enable metallic color. I'm not going to do enable mask color. I don't do it. Okay, it's something that you've got to play around with. It's really something you just learn playing around with your red colors. So it's your basic red, green, and blue, if I'm not mistaken, and then you just change the levels to get your various masks. I haven't done, so I can't advocate for it. I don't like it myself, but yeah. So advanced truck skin now. So you got your basics, you choose your truck, but you'll see there's no cab on the right hand side. You can't choose a cab. Okay, so basic is the same, icon is the same. Skins, here now you can have multiple skins for the same truck. This is where you'll upload a skin or image file per cab. Okay, and that does affect the way the game responds with regards to changing skins, and I'll show that to you as well. Accessories, so the advanced truck skins, you can customize your accessory colors. So that can be pardon me, that can be a solid color, if you will. I'm just going to choose one. Okay, and you then type in which accessory it's for. Okay, so each image is applicable to one accessory only. So if you want for your side skirts, then you type in here your applicable side skirt text or name. Okay, make sure it's the in-game specific text, so not just skirts or not just sides. It's got to be the side skirt 6x2 or side skirt 6x4, keeping in mind that all of your individual words are separated by an underscore. So something like that, not a dash. Side skirts. You'd have to just check in-game specifically. One way to do that is if you select the, I think the MAN. No, that also asks you to specify one of them. You could, okay, I think this is now with an update. Okay. Anyway, so you'd specify an image file per skin, per item. Okay, so in this case we're just going to do a simple truck skin. We're going to select the Volvo, let's do, yeah, we're gonna have to do Volvo, but I need the 2012, not the classic. Oh no, we're going to do Magnum. Yes. Okay. Let's do Renault Magnum, because that's what my signature skin was for, and suitable for excellence. Okay, so there isn't another cab variant for the Magnum. It's, I think, the only truck in game where you can't change cabs. So that's fun. But if you got to like the Magnum to do that. Apologies. Okay, so basic name, we're just going to call it Sigmag. Okay, it doesn't have to, it does have a limit on how long you can make it. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 characters long. And you don't have to fill all 12 characters, you can just make it whatever you want, as long as it's unique. And then skin name, we'll just do Magnum Signature. This can have spaces. Okay, your internal name can't have spaces at all. Skin name, so that's what's going to appear in the paint selector. Skin price 1. Unlock at level 0. We're not doing an alternate UV, and base color is going to be black because my image file as a black background. So now we select our skin file. We're going to do version 3. Alright, loads up, and there you can sort of see your image up close. Okay, icon, I've already selected my icon. Alright, metallic and mask we're not going to do. Okay, so that's as basic as it gets when selecting a truck skin. You choose the truck, you choose the cab, put in the details, select your image file from your folder, select your icon if you've got a pre-made icon, or use the default if you want to test it out. Mod manifest. Okay, so now we're going to fill out all the details that tell the game what this is all about. Okay, so the mod name, we're just going to call it Magnum Signature for now. Mod author, that is who you are. Okay, who has made the mod. Mod version, all my mods are version 1.0 unless I've done some serious amount of updating or big updates. Then the next line is DLC dependency. So does this mod depend on features from a DLC in game? So if you made, for example, a flag, then the game will know with your mod you have to have that flag mod, so one of the DLCs, or a tire set or something like that. So it will only work if that DLC has been activated in your game. I never tick any of that because none of my skins are dependent on DLCs. I try to keep it that way so that it's easier to access. Then mod category, so in this case it's a truck and it's a paint job. Okay, there's different ways you can go about it depending on what your mod is about. Compatible versions, this is very important for some people, for some mods. Okay, so if your mod, if you're creating a very specifically themed mod, or one that is dependent on a version of the game, so for example, if there's a truck template or truck model that came out, say version 1.37, and in 1.38 on Euro Truck Simulator, which is now in beta if I'm not mistaken, or coming out in beta, that model has changed. Your skin is, your template was used from 1.37. So if it is definitely Hellbent based on that model, you specify then your version, so 1.37. Because when that new model comes out and you try and apply that skin to the same, or paint job to the same truck, and they've changed the model, your paint job's going to come out looking different, okay, or out of place. Okay, so mine though, again, I try and keep it as generic. It's applicable to any version of the game. I should probably specify 1.37 and up, but anyway, because that's when I started doing the skins. It's neither here nor there for me, but if anybody does pick up errors or anything like that with my skins, please let me know, so that I can fix them as soon as possible. Then you've got another icon. Okay, so the truck skin icon pertain to the, or applied to the paint job selection menu. Okay, this icon is specific to the workshop. Okay, so in your in the Steam Workshop, this is the icon that'll appear, and this is in 276 by 162. Okay, it doesn't matter what you name your icon because that detail doesn't appear in game. I just name it like that so I know which icons are what size. Okay, and then after some time you get used to what is applicable to which. So mod icon versus skin icon. Okay, mod description, you can type whatever you want. I typically, for these kinds of exercises, will just say testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. Okay, that's fine like that. Okay, so we have now got a mod manifest done. We have got a simple truck skin done, and now we can export it. Okay, what it's advisable to do is to save your mod. Save it wherever on your PC. Doesn't matter, as long as you know where to find it afterwards. Okay. So you can load it, because once you close Mod Studio, it's gone. Okay, so you know, if you've got to find it again and just want to tweak it or modify it, rather save it. Okay, preferably in the same folder where you've done the template. Okay, so let us export. So you on the left, you select export mod, and at the bottom you click export. Now if you filled everything in 110%, okay, the way it's supposed to, you're then going to go to your documents folder. You're going to go to Euro Truck Simulator 2 mod. Okay, all the mods that you make go in this folder. If that's empty, none of your mods will come through. Okay, then here you can give it whatever name you want. Okay, this is an identifier for you, so you know what the file's called, but it doesn't apply in-game. Remember, your mod manifest is where you've specified what the mod is called in-game. Okay, now what Mod Studio 2 has done here now is, let me go and have a look. It's created the SCS file, which is the file compatible with the mod file compatible with Euro Truck Simulator or American Truck Simulator. So it is the skintest.scs. Okay, now this file you can't use on the SCS Workshop uploader. Let's just go in game, and then I'll show you what the skin looks like. Okay, and I'll just run through quickly the differences in the cabs, where you might pick up errors when you're using one skin to do a multi-cab approach. Okay, so now your skin, we're in Euro Truck Simulator 2 now at the launchpad. Remember, the mod was signature Magnum signature. There it is, Magnum signature. Okay, so I'm going to take that, I'm going to move it across to activated, and we confirm the changes. Okay, and then we continue. So now from the mod manager, when you upload through the SCS Workshop uploader, okay, it will also appear in the mod manager, because you've uploaded as part of your Steam Workshop items. Any mods that you've subscribed to in-game will appear in your mod manager. Okay, so it's very important that once you've uploaded it or added it to your mod folder, that you activate it in your launchpad. Okay. Yeah, okay, so a common error that will come up is when you load the game. Okay, it'll tell you missing mod detected. So in this case, I've played around with different mods, I've added and removed them. It used to be a major problem for a lot of guys, where their game would crash or not load, or whatever the case maybe is. I've never had that problem dealing with skins specifically now, because it's purely cosmetic. It's not dealing with functionality of the game. So just be careful when you do create a mod. I mean, if you create a new 3D model that goes into the game, if you modify a truck, that kind of thing. In fact, I can show you certain things now which might happen if your mod's not done properly, or if it's not uploaded correctly. But that uploading incorrectly is normally not an issue, because if you haven't done everything and set all the prerequisite items up properly, SCS Workshop Uploader won't upload the folder to the workshop. So they've created it in such a way that when you do upload and it uploads, everything should be hunky-dory and 100%. It can get frustrating, because you might have missed something really small and it takes you like days to figure out what this item is, but it's part of the learning curve. It does have a slightly steep learning curve. Depends how much you're prepared to read, how many tutorials you're prepared to watch. Personally, I've been wanting to do Blender items, models, light boxes, that kind of thing. I have just not had the patience. I don't know if anyone else can relate, but I am not a classroom type guy. I am, let me figure out. But with this kind of thing, you literally can't do that. It's just not going to work, because you will run into issues. Okay, so let's go to the vehicle browser now. Okay, we're going to view the signature Magnum skin. Okay, so let's go to Renault Magnum. The Magnum. Okay, so again here, Magnum only has the Excellence cab, so we're not going to worry about that. We are going to go to our paint job. So remember what I mentioned about the icons. So your skin icon, simple truck icon, is what's happening on the left here now. So if we go all the way up, there's my signature icon. There we go. Okay, so there's the skin. All right, so that's pretty much as simple as, that's the simplest way to upload, okay, to EuroTruck, or to add a skin template. Now, something that you may need to play with, depending on your level of skill, the app you're using to do your design, is positioning of text or shapes or whatever on your skirts. A lot of the truck templates come with the skirts on the template, so whatever you paint on that, it will stick over, that is going to appear there. But sometimes you've got to play around with it so that it lines up in the middle, it doesn't get cut off on the top. Okay, in this case, the skirt on the Magnum has got that chrome strip, which is highly annoying, and it doesn't matter if you choose full protection or stainless steel, you still get that strip there. That's part of the truck. So I did my design like this. You can work around things like that. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much getting your template onto EuroTruck. So just a couple of issues I want to take you guys through. So on the Volvo FH, so I've been doing a PulseScamp transport mod, which I haven't finished yet because of this Lightbox saga, which I've just overcome, but I wanted to highlight this in particular. So this mod I did thanks to the help of Breyerup and another modder, I forget his name, I do apologize, because this particular company has a Lightbox change. So if you look at the top there where it says PulseScamp, that's where it's set up. But now the way I've done this mod is it'll apply to any Volvo truck as long as I've got it enabled on my mod manager, which is a problem if you want to use different Volvos and different skins in that. But for this particular skin, once I change the skin to the PulseScamp skin, okay, and we change the certain of the aesthetic properties, so for the Lightbox itself, we choose the white one, the correct white one, okay. There you go. Now it works, it fits, okay, and everything is okay. All right, but now any Volvo I do will have the PulseScamp logo there. So fortunately I don't drive a Volvo at this point in time in the game, but you've got to play around with it. This was a lot of trial and error and a lot of help, and creating this Lightbox was actually incredibly simple, but I overthought it majorly. Okay. Anyway, so that's one error that can come up. Your mods can be applicable to every type of a particular vehicle, because it overrides, this particular mod overrides the Lightbox for the Volvo. Okay, so that was another test one that I did. And okay, so I hadn't done it for the black base Lightbox, but you still get then that, no, there you go, I did, okay, on PulseScamp. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of the type of thing you got to just look out for. Okay, then on, let's go to another vehicle, so the DAF XF, the Euro 6 version. This particular vehicle is troublesome when it comes to the cabs. Okay, so we go to the flat cab, the space. Okay, that's great. On a plain color, it works just fine. If you cycle between the cabs, you're going to get orange all the way up. Okay, but pay attention to the space arrow and the super space. Okay, look at where your cabs overlap. Okay, so the super space overlaps on the bottom, over most in fact, of the space arrow. Now where that comes in with problems is, I don't know if we had a problem here with Simon Lewis, but I'll just check. No, because it's a solid white. Okay, but here's an example. So on the template file, your cab tops appear in different spaces. Okay, now if Simon Lewis was over here, okay, and you put that on there, that will, your super space cab will cover that, your lightbox portion will cover that, and then this will be here, your text will be over the top there. Okay, so it's very important to note. Peter Apple, we also focused on one cab. So in this instance, this skin was applicable only to the super space. Okay, as soon as you change cabs, it goes back to the default orange. Okay, so that's where your cab selection comes into play. All right, I just want to see here if there are any others. This one I've done recently. This one also, because I've got a plain cab at the top, it's not going to be a problem to have the change. Okay, so yeah, that is basically some of the things that you can experience with cab color changes. I just wanted to go through one of them, but I don't think I have it enabled, but it's fine. So in some instances, when you change cabs, okay, and paint jobs, so let's just choose another vehicle, maybe the Mercedes Actros, the new one. And let's go to basic cab, basic low roof sleeper, and we're going to choose, I don't know if it'll be applicable now, because it's not a mod. No. Okay, so this is an example of a smooth transition between cabs. Okay, where the skin applies itself to the various new aspects. So here you've got your skirts at the back. Okay, the skin just applies, no problem. In some instances, you'll find that when you change the cab, the paint job will default, and you've got to come back and select the paint job again, and it will then apply it the way it needs to be applied. Okay, so keep these things in mind. That's a pretty skin. Okay, yeah, just things to keep in mind when it comes to your mods. Okay, on a side note, I'm a big fan of adding trucks from outside the game, outside the base game. One of my favorites is the Argosy, because here in South Africa, one of the dominant trucks on the road is the Freightliner Argosy. The VW Constellation, not used a lot, and in real life I hear that they're not the greatest in terms of maintenance. In fact, they're quite costly on maintenance, but nonetheless, this is one of my favorite trucks of all time, purely because of the look of the vehicle. Yeah, even with outside skirts, I think this thing's a gem. Of course, the Mack Anthem, which came out, and funnily enough, I quite like it with the day cab or the 48-inch sleeper, not so much the 70. Yeah, I don't know, it just, I like this, especially in like a yellow, like a construction type theme. But anyway, I can do a separate video on that. Okay, so that's how your skin applied in game using your SCS file in your mod folder. Okay, so now I'm going to remove this mod from my using my mod manager. Okay, we're going to take that out now, because now we're done with that. We're not going to use it. I'm not going to exit the game. I'm just going to take this now out of here. So you remove the file, the mod file, from the mod folder. It's no longer on your mod manager. Okay, and I'm doing that intentionally now. So let's paste it to my desktop. Okay. Yeah. All right. So now let's do SCS. Let's open SCS Workshop Uploader. SCS. Come on. There we go. Workshop Uploader. Okay. If anybody's keen to sponsor me for a brand new gaming PC, that would be fantastic, because it will really help with speeding these things up. Yeah, just putting it out there. Hit me up on a direct message or something if you're keen. I have set up Skrill account and PayPal and all of that kind of thing. But yeah, if you like what I do and you like to help out, I won't say no. Okay, so SCS Workshop Uploader looks like this. So here you can select the game. You select Euro Truck Simulator 2. Then under this, it'll load all the mods that you have uploaded previously. Okay, so you can either select new, or you can add to or update your existing mods without doing a whole new thing. You can just add to it and then upload it. So in this case, we're going to do a new one. Now we need a folder, a mod folder, and we need a preview image. Okay, your preview image is the same as your mod icon. Okay, mod name. So Mod Studio 2, you do all of that on your manifest. On the SCS Workshop Uploader, this overrides your mod manifest. Okay, so in this instance, we're going to give it a mod name. We're going to call it Magnum. Yeah, we'll just call it Signature Test. Okay, visibility. Now you can choose who has access to this mod once it's uploaded. You can either make it private, it's just for you, it's a skin you like. It may contain graphics or elements not suitable for kids if that's the way you're inclined. I've done one like that previously. Nothing hardcore, but it's important that you just keep that in mind when you're uploading things to the workshop. You want your friends only to see it, you can do that, or you can make it public. So majority of my mods being public because people have requested them and people enjoy them. So in this instance, we're just going to make it private because it's just a test. Okay. Keep in mind when you upload to the workshop, if you make it public or friends, they get a notification that you've uploaded the mod. Okay, so they may want to then see it or test it or whatever and use it. Then description. You need a minimum of 50 characters. Okay, remember on Mod Studio, if we go back there, when you do your mod manifest, your text, this is basically your mod description. Here you can do whatever you want. Again here, and you can limit it. You can put nothing there. That's fine. But on SCS Workshop Uploader, you have to have a minimum of 50 characters. So you have to then type out, this is a test skin for, how's my spelling and grammar, test skin for the Dracarys Signature Magnum. There we go. Okay, so I try to I use it as little as possible because I don't think people want to read a hell of a lot, depending on, again, what you're uploading, what you've done the mod for. Then tags, you have to do one. It only lets you select one tag. Okay, same as in Mod Studio, whether it was truck or paint job or whatever. So in this case, we'll just select truck. Yeah, there's no paint job, it says graphics, but I'll just use trucks. Okay, then under truck parts, you can select here paint job. Brand, you can specify, and I'm going to select Renault. you can select, if you're doing a trailer upload, a trailer skin, then you select other brands. Okay, change note, this is what appears then every time you make a change to the mod or an update. You can put in the change note and the 30th of June 2020 loaded new skin. Okay, cool. So that's the basic part of it. Now the more complex, painful part of this process. So we're going to minimize that. We're not going to delete it. Okay. And we're going to, right, we've got our signature. Here's our SCS file here. Now we can't use, let me just make sure that we don't want to auto arrange. Okay, so there's my skin test. What we do now is we're going to, using WinRAR, WinRAR, we're going to add to archive. We are going to select zip. Under compression method, we're going to select store. This is just the way it's always been done as far as I'm aware, the way I figured, I learned how to do it. So I'm not changing that. So you choose zip file and store compression method. Then you say OK. Right. This is the long way. Just bear with it. You open that. So we then have it open. We then right click on your SCS file, because that's all you've done is you've added it there, and you say view file. Okay, now you've got another WinRAR window open with the content of that SCS file now. Okay, so we've now taken what Mod Studio has done and packaged it, and we're going to unpack it for use in SCS Workshop Uploader. Okay, so now we're going to take all of that, we're going to extract it to, and we're going to select my desktop, new folder. It will automatically name the folder for you, so you just say OK. Alright, we can close that now, and now we have your folder. Okay, now very important, this is the exact folder structure as the game needs it, so you don't have to change your folder structure. What's very important is if you go into your manifest, which is you can use, it's an SII file, you can use Notepad or WordPad. I use Notepad by default. It works, it doesn't give me issues, it doesn't change anything. Okay, the display name, highlighting there, the game will automatically give it a display name based on the mod name. If you try and upload this with a display name in your manifest, SCS Workshop Uploader will give you an error. So we delete that. We then save. Okay. Right. Then we go into, so you get a def folder, a material folder, a vehicle folder. Okay. In your def folder, vehicle, truck. Okay. There's Renault Magnum, paint job, because that's the skin. Okay. We now have, this now is for your, to point the game in the direction of your texture or skin or image file, whatever you want to call it, your PNG file, okay, or DDS file. Remember when we went there, let's just go back to Mod Studio, okay. Under your truck skin, you've got metallic and mask options. Keep in mind, I did not enable mask and I did not enable metallic. However, by default, Mod Studio will put a mask and metallic file into your folder structure. I don't know why it does that, and it's painful because now, because I don't have a metallic or mask file, you have to delete those two files. Otherwise, you will not be able to upload to Steam Workshop. Further to that, there's another SII file which you need to edit, which is in the same folder. Okay, so mask and metallic, okay, we delete those, keep those in mind. Under your SII file, there is here include mask and metallic. Now if you leave that in your SII file, and it was painstaking for me to figure this out, but if you leave that in there, the game will look for that mask and metallic file. In fact, SCS Workshop Uploader will look for that, and because it then doesn't see it because you deleted it, it's not going to upload. Okay, so then we kill that and we save again. Okay, so all of these files are editable, which is great. So with your text editor. Okay, if you really want to, you can change your base color in here. A lot of the aspects or characteristics of your skins and your mods you can change in text. I don't do that. I'm a WYSIWYG type person. What you see, what you get, drag and drop. That's easier for me. I'm not coding competent, if I can put it that way. So yeah, okay, so we've deleted mask, we've deleted metallic, the two files that were here, and we've edited the SRI file. Okay, this is all under def. Okay, your def folder. Now we're going to go to material, UI. This file is for your icon. Okay, material, this is pointing to the paint job now in the game. So if I open that DDS file, Mod Studio 2 will put the file into a DDS format. Okay, there you go. So that's your icon. Okay, remember your paint job icon in your truck configurator, not your workshop icon. Okay, there in this folder you've got a mat and a hex file. Don't touch those. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Leave it be. You don't have to do anything here. This is just to show you what is in here. Okay. If you use a default icon from Mod Studio, that's what that will be. Okay. Notice how the game, the Mod Studio rather, has named these files. Don't touch it. Don't touch. Okay. Vehicle. Okay, so we've done def, we've done material, we've done manifest, description. Okay, vehicle, truck, we are working on an upgrade. It is a paint job. Okay, this now is your skin template. Okay, there you go. Right, if you want to do a shortcut, we'll work on that another time. For now, just understand that that's where your file is, and next to that you've got your hex file. Okay, TOBJ is a hex file, hexadecimal. Okay, that's neither here nor there for the time being. Okay, every file in these folders does something, points to something. Okay, within the game. Right, then your mod icon. Okay, mod icon. So that is the mod icon for the workshop. Okay, but now there's something that we need to do now. Now that we've got everything here, we've chopped and changed and made things the way they need to be for the uploader. We now have to modify the folder structure slightly. Okay, so we need in Mod Studio 2, you could update, you could choose or specify your versions. Okay, we didn't do that. Okay, if you do, it should output to a folder already. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to create a new folder and I'm going to call it Universal. Okay, please keep in mind everything is lowercase in this folder structure. Everything is named with lowercase letters. Okay, we're going to take everything and put it in the Universal folder. Okay, that is your version of the game. We're then going to, I'm going to copy and paste from a previous mod I've done. Okay, we're going to go here. It's neither here nor there. You can create it from scratch once you get the hang of it. No, not there. We're going to do yeah, here's that light box that I did, but that's not applicable. Mod. No man, skins, sorry. In my uploader folders. Okay, there you go. Okay, so in here you've got a versions file. It's also an SRI file. It's something that you can edit and save. So we're going to copy that. We're going to go back to our folder here in your base folder, okay, not in your universal. So in the same folder that the universal folder's in, you paste your versions file, you open that, and that's everything that's in there. Package version info, universal, package name, universal. Okay, I'm not going to go into detail about re-versioning that you can find on Mod Studio's website and the tutorials and on the SES forums. It can get quite detailed. Yeah, if you want me to, I'll go through it. Just put your requests in the bottom in the comments, and we can do one like that. There are tutorials like that on YouTube already, but I'd be happy to if you want me to do it. Yeah, I don't change versions, but hey, we can try new things. Why not? Okay. Anyway, so you can save it. We haven't changed anything. We close that. We have now got our folder structure the way it needs to be. So now we're going to go back to SES Workshop Uploader. Okay, we've done everything. We've preloaded what we need to and done what we need to. Now we need to select the folder. So in this case, we're going to select our folder that's on my desktop, our signature skin test, select the folder. Because now you want to upload the mod. You're selecting everything, the folder you want. Preview image. Now this is not going to be your mod icon here. Okay, in fact your mod icon there may need to change. I'll show you why if it happens. Okay, so we're going to go back to where I initially did the mod or the skin. We're going to do 640 by 360. So Mod Studio 2 uses different sizes or dimensions of files. SES Workshop Uploader uses 640 by 360. Okay, it even says it there, and it has to be a JPEG, not a PNG. Okay, so there it says JPEG, max size 1 megabyte, required resolution is 640 by 360. So it does guide you through the process. Unless something goes wrong, then it's painful, but it happens. Okay, so now this is linked to my Steam account, my Steam Workshop account. Okay, so I've got everything in place. I now click on upload. It will tell you if there's a problem, and there is none. Okay, so if you followed all the steps all the way through, let's go to our workshop. Okay, it is uploading. Steam has been very slow lately, especially when they had that sale last week. Pretty much almost everything was like 70% off and 80% off, and it just, and I wanted to get something off then, it was painful. Sure, okay, so go to workshop items. All right, so there you can see signature test. You can see I've uploaded it previously. Okay, that was at request after the Trucks World Cup 2020 competition. Anyway, there's our signature test. Okay, so if we click on it, there we go. You can now subscribe to it. Okay, remember in our mod manager, it will not appear there. Okay, the original one that I did is further down, further down, further down. There it is. Okay, because I've subscribed to that. Here now we've got, it's not there, so I'm going to subscribe. Okay, it has been added to your subscriptions. Excuse me. We come back here now. It won't appear here immediately. You'll see the spinning arrows of death. They are working. So we're going to, there it is. Okay, signature test. So I'm going to, for the purpose of this exercise, unsubscribe from my own mod. I haven't got it there. Okay, cool. Yes, okay, so I'm going to add it, confirm changes, and continue game. Okay, so that is, I suppose, as easy as it gets. If you're doing more complex skins, changing side skirts, your visors, The light boxes are painful. Don't overthink this game. Don't overthink modding the way I have done. I spent weeks just trying to figure out a light box. The folder structure appears overwhelming, and it can be overwhelming if you don't understand, if you don't take the time to understand it, just like I did. Okay, you think you're doing it right, you think you got the structure right, and it's just not happening. So, and sometimes it's as simple as a 2 or 3 file compilation, and not dozens of files and folders within folders within folders. Okay, don't overthink it. It is simpler than one thinks, but understanding is key. Definitely, understanding is key. Okay, while we wait, let me know if you guys are excited for the new Iberia DLC coming out. What's your guys' favorite part of Euro Truck Simulator? If you're a modder, what's your favorite part of modding? What do you want to do? Or what do you do? What do you, what are your people requiring or requesting, your fans? Yeah, where's your fan base? What's your, something I need to ask, complex skins or simple skins? How's that for a question? I put a poll out on Twitter. Not many people responded to it. That's okay. Mine is still a new account. But after the Truckers World Cup 2020, there's a big thing going down about how the simpler skins won. And there's a whole debacle, and I was discussing it with other guys, and there's a very big divide between those guys liking complex, out of this world, and when I say guys, I mean guys and girls, okay, something like what I've done with this neon puzzle theme. It's outrageous. It's not, I know this game is really going to be, you got to sort of try and stay true to the real world. I mean, it is a truck simulator. Let's just go to my Magnum. Okay, but the modding and changing things, change is the most fun part of it. Okay, so there you go. Okay, and she's back. There you go. Okay, so there's the Magnum skin. All right, so just to show you, if we go to our mod folder, there's no SCS file. Okay, it is not there, and it is on the workshop instead. Okay, but I have made it. Did I make it private or public? Doesn't matter, it's up there publicly anyway. So in game, your skin appears. So very quickly, just to finish off on the thing, on the simple versus complex, I mean, or different. I mean, this is radical, this is different, this is, you don't see trucks driving around town like this, and simulators are supposed to stay true to real life because you're simulating real life. So something like what I've done with the Albert Heijn pack, or the Bedworth Haulage pack, Simon Lewis. I mean, that is Simon Lewis. It's not an ugly skin. It's in fact, this one was Breyer Rip's contribution there. Big credit to him there. It's simple, a couple of lines, some text, but that's how Simon Lewis did their thing, and that's how they designed their trucks and their fleet, and it works for them. So a lot of guys and girls are bent on keeping things simple. Where's another example of a simple skin? Not the old Actros, the new one. Okay, so I mean here, Ambrosius, bam, that is probably as radical as some paint jobs get. They've got a really cool logo, 3 circles, it kind of overlaps into the bottom here, and that's how the actual skin is designed, by the way. That's not an error, that's not a fault on the design. That's literally how the trucks look in real life. There you go. Couriersdienst Zola, these guys, when they're cheetah running out, from the side. I mean, but it's simple, you know, there's no crazy graphics and things like that, you know. Then you get, I mean, some of the standard ones. This is from the French DLC. Okay, there you go. Gets a bit more crazy there. Okay, you know. So let me know in the comments. What do you guys like? What is your feeling? Do you like simple, standard paint jobs? You know, does that work for you? Do you like these outrageous 3D graphics, characters, scenery, that kind of thing? You know, do you want something to stand out? Yeah, let me know. Interesting to see what people like. Okay, cool. So that's pretty much the uploader tutorial, just to end that off. So we tackled two ways of doing it. We did with the SCS files, as you can see there, and then we dealt with the workshop uploader, SCS workshop uploader. It's up to you. If you want to have a Steam workshop populated with mods, go for it. If you want to do just something for you, or you want to share with your mates, you can send them the file on Discord or whatever. Go for it. That's kind of, excuse me again. That's kind of the ways to do it at this point in time. So play around with it, see what works for you. See if you come right. If you don't come right, let me know. I can help you through it. I'm more than happy to go on Discord. We can chat through it. And yeah, I'll leave my details down below. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, comment, feedback, nice feedback, constructive feedback, always welcome. And looking forward to engaging with you, with anyone and everyone regarding Euro Truck Simulator and anything else. Thanks for watching. See you soon.